Hello everyone, here's Nicole. In China, the Hunger Game has started. In the summer of 2025, China's food delivery market erupted into a sudden digital carnival. JD.com fired opening shot with its 100 billion yuan subsidy campaign, swiftly followed by Taobao flash sales boat offer of 18 yuan off when you spend 18. Meituan had no choice but to join the fray. Overnight, milk tea, coffee, and fast food seemed almost free. Consumers rushed to cash in. Social media overflowed with screenshots of unbelievable bargains, and platforms burned to cash in pursuit of growth. On the surface, it looked like a win-win celebration. But through the lens of economics, one problem lingers. Who is the chili footing the bill for this carnival? Today, our topic is, how do firms' subsidy influence the total social welfare? First, let's talk about consumer surplus and producer surplus. Consumer surplus is the difference between what consumers are willing to pay for a good or service and what they actually pay. It represents the extra benefit or satisfaction consumers get from paying less than their maximum willingness to pay. And producer surplus is the difference between the price producers actually receive and the minimum price which they would be willing to sell. It reflects the extra gain producers make by selling at a market price higher than their lowest acceptable price. And in short, consumer surplus equals to benefit to buyers. Producer surplus equals to benefit to sellers. So the total social welfare equals to CS plus PS. Let's analyze this demand and supply graph. We can see that the consumer surplus is the blue triangle, and the producer surplus is this yellow triangle. Now let's talk about subsidy. How subsidy works. If subsidy increases, or firms provide a new subsidy, the cost of production decreases. For producers, it provides a greater financial incentive to produce, so the supply increase. We can see that the supply curve shifts right. And when we talk about subsidy, it means the subsidy per unit equals to the distance supply curve moved. Producers receive a subsidy from the platform for each unit they sell, which makes the amount of money actually they received at a point equals to the point on the original supply curve. And in effect, the subsidy allows them to produce as if they were still on the original supply curve, only at a higher quantity. And now, in the original condition, the consumer surplus is A plus B. The producer surplus is C plus H, and the firm output is 0. So the total social welfare is A plus B plus C plus H. And after subsidy, the consumer surplus becomes this larger blue triangle, which is A plus B plus C plus G plus F. And the producer surplus is this larger yellow triangle, which is B plus C plus D plus H. And the firm output is this green rectangle. It's B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G. Now the new total social welfare is CS plus PS minus output. So we can get A plus B plus C plus H minus E. So the dead weight loss is this red triangle E. So while consumers get product at extremely low prices and producers also benefit, the platform bears enormous cost. Worse still, society as a whole suffer because resources are wasted on producing goods which costs exceed their value, creating a net loss. What economics call deadweight loss, DWL. It is easy to see that beyond point equilibrium 1, the part that a healthy market would not have produced, the supply curve lies above the demand curve. And this means that between quantity 1 and quantity 2, Each additional unit produced costs more than the value it delivers to consumers. For every extra unit in this range, society incurs a deadweight loss. In other words, society ends up with deadweight loss because subsidies encourage the overproduction of a good, which costs exceed their values. And although artificially low prices allow consumers to benefit in short term, they distort resources allocation, reduce production efficiency, and almost inevitably generate deadweight loss, thereby lowering the overall social welfare. And this is precisely such cash-burning wars are fundamentally unsustainable. Moreover, once prices are artificially distorted and false price signals were released, deadweight loss to social welfare becomes unavoidable. And this is the answer to our problem. Goodbye.